Hi, CMattDye here. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. And today I want to talk about the clay token that just dropped. There's a lot of action around it, a lot of good information. So let's talk about it. So this is what the token is going to look like. It looks like something Clay would do. And let's get into the clay paper. So there's 2.5 billion clay tokens. It's a fixed supply. Is there going to be burning in the future? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We do know that the token will be the main utility and governance of Clay Nation. So that's going to be kind of important. Their goal is to maximize the utility of the token and to foster an ecosystem in which participants are engaged as much as possible. And they made a typo there, it looks like. But anyway, getting into the Clay token allocation, they're going to have 10% to land sale bonuses. So if you hold land, there's potential for a bonus. 5% to staking, 15% to DEX, farming, and liquidity. Those two we're going to get into in a minute. Team 18%, 32% development, and 20% to holder and community contributor rewards. If you scroll down, you can read all of that. There's going to be three ways to get clay token. So you have your pitches, you have any clays that you own, and then you can stake to clay stake pool. So let's talk about the pitches. You're going to have 5,000 clay per pitch, and that's going to be a one-time drop. That's going to be 6.5% of the total allocation, which means there's going to be 3.5% of clay left to allocate to land bonuses. So that's where if you hold in the future, you could get some bonuses. That's where that comes in at. So that's kind of important there. Then you have the stake pool information, and basically it's clay stake pool. You need to stake a minimum of 100 ADA to the clay stake pool, and you'll receive ADA rewards, of course, as it's a standard thing. You're going to get ADA rewards, but then you're going to clay token, and it's going to be proportional to the amount of ADA that you have staked. So that's kind of important. If you have 100 ADA and someone else has 1,000 ADA, the person with 1,000 ADA will get more clay token. So that's kind of important to know. And then you're going to have boosted rewards on top of that. Boosted rewards, if you delegate the clay stake pool and you hold clay token, or you have unclaimed clay attached to an NFT in the same wallet, then you're going to be rewarded with additional clay. Here's your pool information. The margin raised from 2% to 5%. That was a little while back. And this is what it is. Clay pledged 100,000 ADA into the pool. So if you want to read about that, you can. I'm going to have this linked in the description below for you to check out. And then you have clay baking. I know a lot of people were asking about what clay baking is. And right before we talk about it, let's talk about the baking website. So this is claybaking.io. This will also be linked in the description below. So you'll be able to connect with any wallet. You have your NAMI, Eternal, your Roy, or Flint wallet. And you connect, and if you have a Clay Nation, if you have Good Charlotte, you would see that. And now let's get into what the clay paper says. So you connect your DApp compatible wallet, select Clay Nation Good Charlotte, like I just said, and then you can click Bake. You can vote in a multiple choice poll, and then you sign the transaction, which will be 2.5 ADA plus your transaction fees. So that's how you bake it there. And then you have three possible outcomes. You don't have to bake it. You can. If you don't bake it, you will get additional rewards. We'll talk about that in just a few seconds. So bakers, full 14 days, you're going to get your clay, and then your timer is going to reset back to 0. You can half bake it, which is not recommended, which is 0 to 13 days, because 14 days is a full bake. That's when it's complete. So your rewards are going to be slashed if you half bake it. I just know that. Let's say 7 days goes by and you're like, man, I really need this clay token. I can't sleep at night. I just need it. Well, if that's the case, after 7 days, you'll get 38% of what you normally would have gotten in your 14-day period. So that's something to talk about. This is kind of a little chart here if you enjoy supply and demand graphs. This talks about sold or moved assets, non-bakers. That's what I want to talk about. Not holders who do not initiate baking and leave their clay unclaimed will be additionally rewarded. The reward will come from a booster pool of clay token from those who slash their allocation. So if you end your baking early, that's going to go into the booster pool. And the clay token not accumulated with assets during their 14-day baking period. You can bake and not claim, I guess. I don't know why you would do that, but it is a thing. So that is that. Let's talk about allocation now. If we go to holders, like I said, you have your pitches. You can have a clay or you can stake into the pool. So let's talk about all the clays that you can actually get clay token with. So you can have Clay Nation, which is the big collection. You can have a blue clay. You get about 22 a day. Green clay is 21.92 a day. Other is 21.14 per day. And this is your yearly clay rewards here. Clay Nation Good Charlotte, if you have a pumpkin hidden, you get 10.8 clay per day. Red is 10.55, or other would be 10.16 per day. And then your yearly clay reward over here. Now, the other collections where you get something, you get a yearly airdrop right here of $12.50 per collection per what you own. So Claymate Season 1, Season 2, Pet Store, Papa's Garage, Mystery Mate, Hatchaballs, Bonus Balls, Calibits, Clay Beds, Season 1 or 2, Clay Fellas, 910 Jack, Queen, King, Joker, Ace, or Claymates Burn Editions. You all receive clay on that. And now let's get into the liquidity DEX that I wanted to talk about. I'm just trying to hold it to the end. First of all, let's talk about the clay token itself. So the clay token itself dropped over here. And it's kind of just been finding a floor, finding a base. And it found a base, it looks like right over here, which was above 0.01, 0.018, 0.016. So it fluctuated a little bit. And now it's been going up ever since. So I started trying to record this video at 0.024, and now it's at 0.0254, which is interesting. And now I want to talk about DEXs. So all three major DEXs are going to have clay liquidity pool. So MinSwap has 1.24 million locked right now. It's probably more than that. I just haven't refreshed it. And you can see clay at 0.0253 right now. SundaeSwap also has a liquidity pool, and it's at 0.0249. So SundaeSwap is slightly lower than MinSwap as far as the price if you want to buy clay. It's kind of rare that I've seen that something is lower than MinSwap, or that SundaeSwap is lower than MinSwap, I should say. Usually Wing Riders and MinSwap's pretty close, but you do have a lot there. You have 4 million clay locked, so that's interesting. And Wing Riders, let me wait till this one pulls up, and I'm probably going to have to search for clay. All right. Oh, wrong button. I was having a little bit of trouble with the interface earlier. But if you come here and you type in clay one time, this brings up your clay stake pool. And you can see everything down here, your clay base price. And it looks like if you wanted to buy clay, the best place to buy it is probably Wing Riders. So you have three different stake pools: Wing Riders, SundaeSwap, MinSwap. If you want a liquidity pool and just go in there and have fun. So that's clay. So you have your clay token just came out. I'm super excited about that. And you have your liquidity pools already set up. If you want to go ahead and jump in there, you can have your baking, your unbaking. Put in the comments below, what are you going to do? Are you going to bake your clay tokens, or you're not going to bake your clay tokens? What do you think about the Clayverse? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Of course, as always, if you enjoy the video, throw a like. If not, throw a dislike. I appreciate the feedback either way. It's your opinion, and I respect that. So with that, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets, and take care.